Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless Tuesday, February 4th recap. Nick rescues Sharon from Phyllis. Damien gets a clue. The Young and the Restless YNR recap for Tuesday, February 4th, reveals that Holden Nathan Owens will read info from Nate Hastings' Sean Dominic background check and point out that Damien King's Jermaine Rivers' mother used to work for Nate's father. Damien will assume that has to be the connection, but he'll push Holden to keep posing as him and learn more. Holden will worry about the whole charade blowing up if Amy Lewis Valerie Pettiford catches him pretending to be Damien, but Damien will urge him to stay out of her sight. At Nate's apartment, Amy will fret over how Damien reacted during his latest meeting with Nate. Nate and Audra Charles Zuleika Silver will suggest Damien just needs time to come around, but Amy will fear she doesn't have that kind of time due to her illness. However, Nate will make a prediction about Damien doing a background check on him and ultimately getting back in touch. Soon after, Holden will indeed get Nate on the phone and pose as Damien again, so Nate will be glad to get the call. At Crimson Lights, Phyllis Summers Michelle Stafford will cross paths with Sharon Newman Sharon Case, so they'll address the fact that Ian Ward Ray Wise confessed to eliminating Heather Stevens' Vale Bloom. Sharon will also remind Phyllis that Jordan Colleen Zenk was the one who ran her off the road, so Phyllis will acknowledge that all that's true. Even so, Phyllis will make it clear that she's never going to forgive Sharon for her role in everything that happened. Although Sharon will take responsibility for framing Daniel Romalotti Jr. Michael Graziadei, she'll point out that she was out of her mind on PCP and dealing with Cameron Kirsten Lyndon Ashby hallucinations. Sharon will note that the reason Phyllis is still sitting there is because she was able to fight Cameron's orders to get rid of her. Phyllis will scoff over Sharon acting like she should be grateful for that. When Nick Newman Joshua Morrow walks in on the tense discussion, he'll try to put the blame on Ian since he came back to target Sharon and Mariah Copeland Cameron Grimes. Phyllis will insist it really is Sharon's fault since Heather was collateral damage. Nick will give Phyllis a nudge to let this go, but Phyllis will suggest she was just clarifying where she stood with Sharon and will ultimately saunter off. Once Phyllis is gone, Sharon will talk about the psychological toll of everything and will thank Nick for all the support he's given her. Sharon won't know what she would have done without Nick, so she'll give him a grateful hug. At Billy Abbott's Jason Thompson Place on Tuesday's YNR episode, he'll bring home all Sally Spectra's Courtney Hope favorite takeout items. As they enjoy lunch, Billy will mention that he's close to getting Phyllis and Daniel on board with his business venture. That news will concern Sally since both Phyllis and Billy are powder kegs, and when you put two of those together, they can only go kaboom. Billy will defend Phyllis a bit and act like they're kindred spirits, but Sally will remain uneasy. Since working with Phyllis is like swimming with sharks, Sally will warn Billy to be careful. Phyllis will eventually interrupt with her arrival, so she'll help herself to lunch and sour the mood a bit. Billy will try to get to the bottom of why Phyllis is there before Sally takes off. Once Phyllis is alone with Billy, she'll comment on Sally's interior decorating decisions and act surprised over them being that far along in their relationship. Billy will end up giving Phyllis a reminder about needing to respect his personal boundaries. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Phyllis could remain an issue as Billy and Sally's romance moves along, so we'll bring you updates on any chaos ahead. Nick Newman was a man on a mission. His ex-wife, Sharon Newman, had vanished without a trace, leaving behind a trail of concern and unanswered questions. The discovery of Sharon's car abandoned near the river, coupled with the grim finding of Heather Stevens' lifeless body nearby, intensified Nick's determination to uncover the truth. He scoured every corner of Genoa City, refusing to rest until Sharon was found. Phyllis and Billy's dangerous alliance. Meanwhile, at Society, Phyllis Summers and Billy Abbott convened in a clandestine meeting. Their shared animosity towards Victor Newman led them to concoct a daring plan to wrest control of Newman Enterprises from him. Billy, initially hesitant, agreed to the scheme on the condition that he would receive half of the profits and ensure a prominent position for Phyllis's son, Daniel, at Chancellor Winters. Their alliance was as unexpected as it was perilous, setting the stage for a high-stakes power struggle. Victor's unsettling discovery. Victor Newman, the patriarch of the Newman family, was not one to be caught off guard. However, the recent events had him on edge. His wife, Nikki Newman, had been acting erratically, and his suspicions were mounting. A shocking revelation awaited him, one that would test his resolve and force him to confront the vulnerabilities within his family. Summer's return and mischief. Adding to the day's turmoil was the return of Summer Newman. Known for her penchant for stirring the pot, Summer wasted no time in causing trouble. Her interactions were laced with ulterior motives, and it became evident that she was back to reclaim her place in Genoa City's intricate web of relationships. A tense confrontation. As the day progressed, tensions reached a boiling point. Christine Blair confronted Danny Romalotti for the first time since his indiscretion with Phyllis. Emotions ran high as Christine demanded answers, forcing Danny to face the consequences of his actions. The encounter was charged with unresolved feelings and the weight of their shared history. Jack's plea for help. Elsewhere, Jack Abbott found himself in a moral quandary. Concerned for Nikki's well-being, he reached out to Victor, urging him to intervene. The gesture was fraught with tension, given their tumultuous past, but Jack's genuine concern for Nikki overrode their rivalry. The ensuing interaction between the two men highlighted the complexities of loyalty and the fragile nature of alliances in Genoa City. Damien's revelation. In a surprising twist, Damien, a character shrouded in mystery, stumbled upon a crucial clue. This discovery had the potential to unravel long-standing secrets and alter the dynamics among the residents. As Damien grappled with the implications of this newfound information, the stage was set for future confrontations and revelations. Nick's heroic rescue. As night fell, Nick's relentless search for Sharon bore fruit. He discovered her being held captive by none other than Phyllis Summers. The revelation was a gut punch, as Phyllis's betrayal cut deep. Summoning his courage, Nick confronted Phyllis, demanding Sharon's release. The confrontation was intense, with emotions running high. Ultimately, Nick's determination prevailed, and he rescued Sharon from her captor. Aftermath and reflection. The day's events left an indelible mark on Genoa City. Relationships were tested, alliances were formed and broken, and the ever-present undercurrent of intrigue continued to flow. As the residents grappled with the fallout, one thing was certain: in Genoa City, the line between friend and foe is perpetually blurred, and trust is a commodity in short supply. In the aftermath, Nick and Sharon shared a quiet moment, reflecting on the day's events. Their bond, forged through years of trials and tribulations, had been tested once again. As they looked ahead, they knew that more challenges awaited, but for now, they found solace in each other's company, ready to face whatever came next in the ever-turbulent world of Genoa City.